Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Rebellious D and Trav. How you fellas doing today?
Hey, we got
Ready
some
to rock.
company today.
Hey, I'm back.
Nice of you to join
Hey, I
us.
saw you guys' reviews on Loki and Superman and Lois. And
Probably the best review we've ever done.
I'm
Woo-hoo!
I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't here. My presence, it was definitely missed. I had people reach out to me and, they said that they missed me talking about JoJo and,
Nobody did.
all my other antics that I always do when we're up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. But they said that you guys did a good job. So, hey, pinkies up to the both of you. Today, we are doing a review for a DC animated movie, and it is Justice Society World War II. This movie came out a couple of months ago, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we do that, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast in the description. Please check us out. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Thanks, everybody.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, this movie came out a couple of months ago. It's set in the new DC animated universe, with the first movie being Superman,
that's not canon. That's not confirmed by the studio. That's all he say from the fans.
Your source?
Let's get that straight. Exactly. There is no source. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, but how do you know?
It's just fans' hearsay.
Uh-oh.
And I'm saying, hey, I believe it too. I'm just saying the studio itself has not came out and said that. So,
well, I'm looking at it right now, and it says that
look at these nuts.
It says the film shares continuity
easy,
with
Trav.
Superman, Man of Tomorrow. So that's why I'm asking you, what's your source?
Yeah, there is no source. That's what I'm telling you.
But I'm reading it right now, and it says that it's in the same universe.
If you have any feedback, drop
yeah,
it
let us
in
know
the comment section.
Because sometimes Trav will be saying
no, it's
stuff.
not sometimes, Trav. You just be saying stuff.
I'm reading it right now. It's right on my computer screen.
Yeah,
guys,
they're saying it's continuing. They're not saying that it's part of a certain universe.
God, I mean, bro, it's in the same universe.
Of course, it's in the same universe.
It's the same animation.
Of course.
I do want to ask you this, Trav, since me and
don't ask me nothing.
We haven't watched this movie. Batman Soul of the Dragon, I believe that's what it's called.
I believe you're right.
Does it have the same animation as Man of Tomorrow and Justice Society?
Take a guess.
I'm asking you.
I don't think so.
It does.
Hey, D, thanks.
It does.
No,
Yeah,
it does.
I was just at.
It's the same animation,
Okay.
but it's not in the same universe. So, this guy over here talking about it's the same animation.
This guy.
That you.
Have y'all ever seen?
I'm talking about no.
Wait, whoa, oh, some of that no-nos.
Yeah, I'm talking about that no right now.
No, but have y'all ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen the movie Can't Hardly Wait?
Of course.
You know the band?
Yeah.
Yes.
You were like, take that cowboy hat off. You look ridiculous.
Right. Take it off. Over here just saying stuff.
Banks, take us in.
It is set in the same universe, though. Trav, you can look it up whenever you feel like it.
There's nothing to look up.
But
go ahead.
Pretty much, like I said, it continues with Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Superman, I'm assuming that he's been like a couple of months in now. He's fighting a villain, and the Flash, he is on a picnic with Iris, and they hear something going on, and then the Flash, he rescues Superman. He rushes to his aid, but by him doing this, he ends up going back in time, so he presumes. But we end up finding out that he is on Earth too. Now, D, like, how did you feel about like the opening of this movie? Seeing the Flash, seeing Superman from Man of Tomorrow, like, what were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was an interesting take. It's just a parallel universe kind of thing, It was. I liked it. I liked how Flash was just kind of like out of it, like most of the time. He was wondering what was going on. He didn't know where he was. I thought it was great. Trav, how did you feel about it?
Yeah. As Banks said, this picks up right where Man of Tomorrow left off. And I ain't gonna lie. It's like I'm not a fan of that plot point, to be honest with you.
What do you mean, like,
bro? I'm just so over the whole Flash is going to somehow end up going into a parallel universe, dude. It's like we just finished the story. Like,
I mean,
there's
this
so
is
much
kind of
other
how
shit that you can do, and
Well,
this is what we're doing. They're giving us the same shit.
This is something that I talked to Banks about earlier today. You know, is like I think they need to start branching out and using more and more of their characters. Like, I've seen the whole Batman, Superman, Flash stuff before.
Yeah.
You know? Like, how many times are we gonna do this?
The only thing new they gave us for real was the fact that Wonder Woman had the accent, which we never got in any of the
I thought that was
movies
interesting.
before.
I wasn't a fan of her
Outside
hair
of that,
either.
it's the same shit. We have the same stars, the same stuff. Even the Justice Society, it's like they chose the most basic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a revolving door of the same.
Yeah,
people.
dude.
But I mean, but like that's the Justice Society they're allowing.
No, there's plenty of other Justice Society characters.
I know that there's different. It's like D just said. It's a revolving door
of the same people. But I get what Trav's saying, Banks. I think it's like Black Canary. We've seen her in almost everything they've done in the 2000s. You know, Hawkman. We know that guy. Dr. Fate's been using almost everything Justice League related. He's been using a lot of stuff.
And they're giving us an evil Aquaman again, which we just finished that.
Yep, and Flashpoint.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. It's the same
we got
shit.
Our Man.
That's one. Our Man was sweet too. He was just breaking stuff the whole time.
And the cool thing about Our Man, like I told D earlier, is that he's voiced by Matt Mercer. And Matt Mercer, he is the voice of the most popular JoJo ever, and that is Jotaro Kujo. So as soon as I heard his voice in the movie, I was just like, yo, that voice sounds familiar. And I looked it up, and it was Matt Mercer. And if you don't know who Matt Mercer is, look him up because he's done a lot of stuff when it comes to voice acting and anime. When it comes to he also voices Leorio on Hunter x Hunter, and it's another popular anime. So check him out, man. He's done a lot of stuff. But no, I mean, like I really enjoyed the movie. You know, I thought it was all right. I thought it was cool that we actually got the Justice Society instead of the Justice League. Like growing up, I really didn't know much about the Justice Society because, you know, with cartoons and stuff that we always saw on TV, we always saw the Justice League.
They didn't get a lot of light.
On the Super Friends, it was the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? The first time I had ever seen the Justice Society of America, I can't remember the name of the comic book, but it was a comic book where it was involving Shazam and the 7 Deadly Sins. They had got free and they ended up taking over members of the Justice League and the Justice Society. And I remember I was confused when I was reading this comic because I'm just like, well, who's the Justice Society of America? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that this was a good way to, shine some more light on them because like they really haven't been throughout media that much. I mean, like the first time that we saw them in on media, I want to say it was Legends of Tomorrow. That was the first time that we saw them. And then now we have the...
Well, hold on. They were actually in Smallville. They were featured in Smallville.
I didn't get that far in Smallville. So
where they find like they were, but they weren't. Like they go in, they find the base and stuff like that, and you see all the artifacts, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
You know, like the old gear and stuff. So they were in there briefly.
Yeah. See, I didn't get that far in Smallville, but I mean, but still, it's kind of like how we were talking about D when we did our review for Stargirl, which is up here on our YouTube channel, where it's like the first time we saw Stargirl was on Justice League Unlimited, and she's been around for a long time. So
she got some shine up there.
She did get some shine, and it's cool that now that we have the Stargirl TV show. So I kind of feel like that the reason why they went with this Justice Society movie was because Stargirl, it really put a lot of eyes on the Justice Society of America.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that when season 2 of Stargirl comes out, it comes out next month, which we will be doing reviews for it once it comes onto the channel. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to
me too, definitely.
Trav, are you looking forward to it? Because I don't know if you have finished the first season.
I finished Stargirl. Amazing show. It's honestly it's the best show that was on that HBO DC thing. I like Teen Titan. I mean, I like Titans, but I like Stargirl more. I thought Stargirl was better than Doom Patrol. I thought it was better than Swamp Thing, too. I thought Stargirl was the best show they've done.
I will say that this, Stargirl is the freshest take that I think we've gotten in years from DC.
Right.
As far as
I was gonna say, just to bounce on what you're saying, D.
Yeah.
Even though she's quote unquote been around for a long time, she's one of the newest superheroes in that light. You think all these characters came out in the 20s, 30s, 40s. Yeah. Stargirl came out in 1999, 2000 or whatever it was. Yep. That's kind of fresh for a comic situation.
Yep. So I think I definitely agree. I love her abilities. I like the team around her too. It's just really cool. I like the storyline for the show. Can't wait for season 2. But yeah, I do think that Banks is right, and this is why they chose to kind of go with that. I wish they would use more of the Justice Society members, not recycle characters from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's my big.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Trav, but I mean, like the characters that we do see in this movie, they are part of the Justice Society. Even on the Stargirl show, Hawkman is a member.
That's fine.
Lantern,
okay. Well, when I say recycle, Banks, not to cut you off, but I mean these are characters we've seen already in DC animated. You know, it's yes, like in any context we've seen.
Yes,
I mean, like I want more characters from actual like the Stargirl like lineup.
Absolutely,
like Dr. Midnight and you know all those people.
Wildcat,
not Black Canary again, dude. She was just on TV. Like she's everywhere. Like I said in the early 2000s, people. Yes, and in movies. I get it, but they have a whole catalog of characters. They have a whole encyclopedia full of heroes. Like, that's what I mean. It would have been funner.
And you're right in the sense of maybe they wanted to do it because of Stargirl. However, the other side of me says, well, that don't make no sense because they just recycled people from other stuff instead of really using niche characters from Stargirl or JSA. They just used popular characters and did nothing with them in the movie. So I don't want to act like I didn't like the movie because it's not that I didn't like the movie. It's just, again, like, dude, we just spent 12 years or whatever it was doing this whole 20 whatever movies it was. And it's like, dude, we're starting fresh and you're giving me the same shit. Like, give me something else, bro.
Yep. Well, I mean, that's go ahead, Banks.
It's like I told D earlier. It's just like I understand that people want to see new characters, but it's just like I told them, Batman, Superman, like that's DC's bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
but that wouldn't make any sense if they're naming the movie Justice Society. Like that excuse doesn't fly because they named the movie Justice Society.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that you want to put like the popular characters in there first. And then you can go with the newer characters. Now and again, too, because this is Earth 2, I feel another thing with this movie is that it was a way to set up the Justice League and the universe that Superman and the Flash are in. Because, I mean, like, that's how the movie ends. Because of Flash's adventure on Earth 2 and seeing the formation of the Justice Society of America, he tells Superman, like, hey, we need to work together instead of working by ourselves. Now I want to touch on this once we do our review for Batman The Long Halloween, because in that movie this is still a young Batman. I want to say like it's a couple years after Batman Year One, so it's like all of the heroes that we're seeing right now in this universe, they're still fresh in the game. Like they're still learning who they are. So it's going to be interesting to see what other heroes they add next. Like I know that I've joked with D about this before, but I wouldn't mind them putting Black Lightning on the Justice League team just to switch it up. Because I mean, he was on the Super Friends back in the day, and I mean, you know, Cyborg, he's a cool character. Shazam's a cool character. But if we want to see new characters, you can have the main characters. You know, you need Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, but then give us other new characters that are popular, but they're not really getting that much spotlight.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I mean, I still want to stay strong on my thought process. Like, even if they were having Flash travel to a different world and seeing the setup, they could have just used all new characters and gone back to Superman and be like, hey, this is what we should do.
Yeah,
because everybody, I still feel pretty strongly about that. But I do want them to switch the lineup. I think they should start using their entire catalog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially since it's animated movies. It's not.
Yeah. Like,
we're not asking them to do it in these, $200 million budget movies. Nobody's saying that. We're just saying these are animated movies that are super niche and have a small market, all things considered. Yeah. Anyways, so it's like, dude, there's no excuses here.
I mean, if they're going to be putting out X amount of movies for what? How many years? 10 years, Trav? Something like that? What was it? 20 movies in 10 years?
It was a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, sprinkle in some newer concepts, you know, because if you feel that strongly that you only have to fall back on your bread and butter, then that's bad, because you can't win every fight with bread and butter moves. You got to go outside the box or something.
I agree. I mean, it is cool to always
sprinkle it in.
It's cool to try new things, but like I said, man, you got to put that bread and butter out there. I mean, like, look at the MCU, for example. It's just like they put the more popular character movies out first, and then they gave us movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther. It's like, while Black Panther was a popular character, and even the Guardians, like, they're like comic nerds know who these characters are, but when it comes
to a lot of people know who Black Panther is.
These movies are for comic nerds. That's it. It's not for a global market. These movies are strictly for nobody else is watching these movies, bro, except comic nerds.
I don't know, man.
I just feel like but you bring up Marvel, Banks, but they did take the effort to sprinkle these characters in, you know?
Well, and on top of that,
they're just recycling.
Haven't we been arguing for years that DC doesn't need to do what Marvel does because they suck at doing it? So you can't use Marvel as a,
Yeah.
That's more for the movie stuff. Like the animated stuff, it's like they're always on point with that.
Like, just as a fan standpoint, I would love to see people like The Question come back, you know? Give me some Wildcat. Give me, anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Hawk and Dove. Give me something.
Mm-hmm.
I want Nightwing because I just feel like
that's what I'm saying. He's another guy.
He doesn't really show up. I mean, he's good on Titans, but
Nightwing's a beast, bro.
But
put some respect on Dick.
He's another one that really doesn't get that much shine for real. I know in the last DC animated movie universe, most of the shine went to Damian Wayne when they introduced him, because I mean, again, he's a popular character, but I just feel like Dick has never really got his just due and media for real. I mean, yeah, of course you Teen Titans, so I take that back, because but still,
I was about to say
even that ended on a cliffhanger for real.
Yeah, but Dick's one of the only like sidekicks to really break away. I mean, he's he's the sidekick. You know?
Yeah, he was sidekick.
Robbed, so
Absolutely.
It's kind of cool. I think like fans know who Dick is, but like, once again, they did a couple Teen Titan movies, bro, and it's back to the lab again. Right back in here.
Yeah. I mean, but all in all, it was a good movie though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought the story was pretty good. It was solid for what it was.
What's the replay value to you, though?
I wouldn't watch it again.
There we go. And I feel like that answers the question.
Hold on, Rondale. Hold on.
That answers the question.
Let me finish. If they were to come out with a sequel and they were to expand on the Justice Society of America, I would watch the sequel. And then hopefully we might see those other characters in the movie that we didn't see this time around, like Wildcat and, Hawk Girl. You know, I mean,
I just wanted more.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing.
I like the plot. I just think it was kind of rhetorical for him to go there and see alternate versions of themselves. Basically, it was just kind of like, I'm good.
It's kind of like Back to the Future.
Kind of.
I honestly,
had a Flash. They had Batman. They had Wonder Woman. They had Aquaman.
They had Batman.
The only thing you take away from the movie is Barry learned a little bit more about the Speed Force. Like, that's the only thing he brings back with him. Well, so it's like, you went through all this for what?
Well, see, that's what I was telling D earlier, that it's just like, when it comes to like time travel and all of these different universes and stuff, it's always going to go back to Barry. It's always going to go back to the Speed Force and all this stuff, because he can go there, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
unless you have Superman. Superman can go there.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? I just I already told D that I do think that we are going to get a Flash movie in this set universe. And I can assure you that if we do get one, that the main villain is going to be Reverse Flash, even though it would be nice if the main villain was Grodd. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the piggyback off of what both of you guys were saying, like on the Flash TV show, like the main villain is always Reverse Flash. You know, it's never.
The funny thing is, like, how I think it would be pretty badass if they just did a Flash movie animated and give me the Flash versus the Rogues or something. Like, what are they doing? Like do something.
Team up.
Yeah, like why can't he fight them? Like some of them aren't some of his major villains. They got to do more.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool when you think about it, like all of the Flash movies that have come out over the years, it's like they've all dealt with time travel, going to different universes,
exactly,
seeing stuff differently. And when he's a part of a movie, it's like it seems like that his only purpose is to
he's a catalyst. Yeah, he's like a cat. He's a reason something happens and a reason it gets reset.
Yep,
and I don't think that's fair to the character.
It's not. Damn. It's not.
Like, give me Captain Boomerang and Captain. Give me all of them. Give me Heat Wave and Gold Glider. Give me all of them. I'll take them all.
As long as the movies end with the power of friendship and them talking and
like these conversations.
Thank God this one didn't end like that.
Barry pulled the mask off. He was like, Aquaman, we can be friends. Like, you don't have to
do this.
Now, Aquaman was just like, you know what, Barry, you're right.
You're right. Let me help you get back.
And then Harrison Wells, like he gonna be in the wheelchair, then he just gonna stand up.
Post-credit style.
Hey, that's not Aquaman. Put some respect on it. That's King Arthur. All right? That's a king. You recognize him as such. All right?
Hey, Harrison Wells, he was gonna be in Atlantis with King Arthur.
Now, Harrison Wells ain't gonna be nowhere.
He was gonna stand up and Aquaman's gonna be like, you can walk, and he's gonna be like, I always have.
Yeah, Harrison Wells walked right off that set and said,
"Hey,
I'm good."
Cisco going.
I'm not showing up to work next week.
Hey, Cisco's gonna vibe there and help him. Just
oh Lord,
Cisco said, "Hey, wait for me."
Yeah, he opened the portal.
hey, season 7 is going fine right now. Like y'all just need to watch it. Y'all need to give it a chance. And
on the real, I'm so tired of talking about the Flash every week.
Yeah, he does it on purpose, Trav.
Yeah, I know. I'm so
I'm the only one still watching.
Hey, that's why I had to clog out on that. I'm good.
It's like I feel like I
pulled a little cord on the bus. I was like, let me out right here.
But hey, like me and D was doing it for the streets with Black Lightning. It's like I got to do this for the Flash. But D, final thoughts on the movie.
Like, follow, subscribe to the channel. No, final thoughts.
Oh my man,
I thought it was fun. I just wanted to see different array of characters when Barry made the time travel move. I thought it would have been better. It would have brought up the replay value. Characters that to give people more of a reason to rewatch.
Right.
Because it's like these are characters they don't see in any other movie. But I'll probably give it a 6 out of 10.
Trav?
Yeah. It's fine. Like, it's just a fine movie. It has no replay value. It's one and done for me. The thing that saved this movie was the cast. The casting was fantastic. Everybody killed it on their behalf. And again, this is an original story. This doesn't come from any comic or anything like that. And it shows you why they don't need to do original stories, because it sucks when they do. And it sucks when they write an original story. Clearly, they don't know how. This is my problem. If you have access to comic book writers, go get the damn comic book writers and write the movie.
Hey, Trav, take it easy.
Blows my mind. I know, bro. Hey, I almost slipped up, but I caught myself. Yeah, bro, I get passionate about this stuff.
As you should.
It just makes no sense that you have this array of wonderful writers and you don't go and get them. And I'm not trying to crap on these writers, but I mean, this movie, storyline wise, it sucks, man. And the only thing saving it is now I've gotten to the point where I'm fine with the animation. Like, I'm cool with it. So really the only saving grace is the cast for this. And yeah, I'm with D. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's just as no replay value for your boy.
Yeah,
it's just there.
It's just like every other story involving the Flash, basically.
Yes.
It's like, come on. The only difference is he's fighting Nazis this time.
Yeah.
and even with that, like, that's kind of played out. Like,
yeah, it's super.
Oh yeah.
It's for the
we get it.
Games. I was just how many times can you do World War II?
I know, but it's because comics stem from World War II. You know what I mean? So I kind of get it.
Yeah, but you know how you play that up? You give them different characters fighting. Right? Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't need to see a Superman with a mustache. Come on, guys.
And even so, man. Hawkman was very weak in this movie. Like,
he couldn't break that door.
Usually Hawkman's like a real vicious dude. He's, he charges in with his head down and stuff. He was kind of a bitch in this movie.
He was a different Hawkman though.
I don't care who it was.
It's like when he's revived, he'll be
look at him.
He'll be at 100% again.
Yeah,
we're good on that.
Yeah, I hit him with that no.
I was like, why are we getting Black Canary? This shouldn't have happened. Didn't need that at all.
Well, when's the last time she's been in animation though? Like,
well,
come on, bro. She's been in movies.
It was in Dark Apocalypse War, but there were so many characters in that movie. It's like she really didn't matter.
She was used heavy in the early 2000s, bang.
And here's the other thing too. Her point in the story is, well, why are we fighting if you don't even know who we are in the future?
Yeah.
And she questions fighting, and then at the end, she's like, "I'm fighting for myself," and she fights, and it's like, come on, bro, come on.
I wish I had four hands so I get his thing 4 thumbs down. Baby.
y'all harsh.
Well, I mean, hey, you want to know where you can find me now, Banks, or no?
Is it still in the streets?
Yeah. Hey, your boy's ready to talk about a good movie.
Banks, take us out of here.
Hey, for me, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 6, but I did enjoy the movie. I thought the story was all right. And, I got to see some of my favorite characters, including some new characters. Like I said, Our Man. I loved him on Stargirl. And
for sure.
Again, too, Jotaro Kujo voices him. So, for me, it's a 7 out of 10. But, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Let us know in the comments what you thought about Justice League. Sorry, not Justice League, but
Justice Society. It felt like Justice League, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you thought about Justice Society World War II in the comments. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think that Trav and D are being too harsh, or do you think that the movie, it was good and you did appreciate it? So D, let them know where they can find you in the social media land.
With pleasure. You can find me at rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Trav.
That's right. Hey, and your boy ain't pirate this online. Your boy paid $20 for it, so I can damn sure give my opinion and let them know about it. And you can find me on the Instagram at ZK Audio and also on the Twitter at TRAVIOSCK. And hey, so far they need some help with this DC animated universe. Hey, where they gonna find it at?
Hey, it's like, if Superman didn't show up, I don't know who was gonna help him.
Oh, damn well Superman gonna show up every film. That's the problem.
Hey, you can find me at Hero Benjamin Banks at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at Benjamin Banks on Facebook. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this video. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.